Welcome to Arsenal, Noni Madueke. When it's all said and done, when you weigh up the pros and the cons, the man has joined Arsenal Football Club. You would have seen earlier today, he posted on his social media the farewells with Chelsea, etc., etc., and he's been officially confirmed. People, we got a lot of things to go through in it. Noni Madueke signs for Arsenal. Let me know your thoughts on this deal, on what you make of the player, on if you think this is a level raiser, on if you think it will be a failure or success. And even if you think it's going to be a failure or success, let me know your pros and cons, people. I love to hear your thoughts. Smash the like button. Arsenal.com has said, we're delighted to announce that England international Noni Madueke has joined us on a long-term contract. It's believed to be a 5-year deal if you read certain reports. The 23-year-old North London-born forward joins from Chelsea, where he made 92 appearances in all comps. We all know he began his youth career at Crystal Palace and Tottenham Hotspur, and then moved to obviously to the Netherlands with PSV, where indirectly we crossed paths. He then signed for Chelsea, and now he's at Arsenal, people. So we can skip through all of that. Tosh, big him up. He's a gooner now. He will wear the number 20. Andrea Burr said, we're very pleased to have concluded an excellent deal for a hugely talented young player, Noni Madueke. Noni's performance numbers and availability over recent seasons have been exceptional, reflecting his quality and professionalism. There has been rumours about his attitude, so that tells you what they think. What do you make of that opening line from the sporting director? Noni is a dynamic, versatile, wide forward player with strong technical ability who will significantly strengthen our squad. Noni already has valuable experience at the top level, and we know he will make a big impact to Arsenal. Together with everybody at the club, we warmly welcome Noni to Arsenal. The manager, Mikel Arteta, we're also happy to welcome Noni Madueke to the team. Noni is an exciting and powerful young player with his performances and numbers in recent seasons being of a consistently high level. Now, that can't be goals and assists. That must be some other metrics, but it kind of tells you, obviously they're not going to tell you about the cons, because clearly he's not the finished article, but there's a lot to like about him. But that tells you they're kind of thinking, pardon me, he's one of the most talented wide forward players in the Premier League. At just 23, Noni already brings experience of club and international football, and he knows the Premier League very well, having seen the quality of Noni's performances up close in recent seasons. We're really excited he's joining us. Noni joins our group with familiar England teammates and other players he knows. He will be made to feel at home straight away. His arrival will really improve our squad. We're all thrilled to have him here. From all of us, welcome Noni and welcome to our family. Big him up, man. And welcome to his family as well, for what it's worth. The man himself says he's excited. And when it's all said and done, this is a 23-year-old that's chosen to sign for our football club. You can have your pros, you can have your cons. I definitely have concerns about this signing and the knock-on effect, but give him a chance. Hope he can prove us wrong. And he's definitely not a bad player, but he deserves some support, man. Obviously, he's not an idiot. He knows that despite Arsenal being followed by multi-millions around the world, there was at least 5,000 signatures and hashtags and all that idiot stuff. Half of these people that see you ask for a picture, and when you score, rightly so, they'll all celebrate, people. He said, I'm someone who goes with my gut feeling a lot of the time, and I feel like it steered me in the right direction so far, so I don't think it's going to be any different here. I think it's going to be a great season, and I'm really happy to be here. I've just been relaxed, waiting for the green light. And when I came in today, it all felt real. And big up Tyrese John Jules, people, because he was pictured, former Gooner himself. He's a close friend of Madueke. You would have seen him in the pictures as well. It all felt real. I'm really happy, really proud. So it's a great moment for me. It's great to be back home, be with my mum and dad. I know my mum misses me in the house. And to be fair, he's a Hertfordshire lad, I believe. It's already a great team with a clear identity. And I can't wait to bring my style to the team and to try and help the boys as much as possible to take the next step. When asked about his hopes of the upcoming season, I like this because I don't want to hear anything different. You have won trophies before. To win all the competitions we're in, I feel like we're definitely capable of doing that. We're not going to do the quadruple, but that's hopefully the ambition. And also to help the team in every way I can and grow as a player, but also as a person. I feel like everyone here, all the players here in the team are established Premier League players in their own right. And I'd like to say I am as well. I tried to be a dual threat from the left and from the right. Of course, it's a little different when I play on the left or when I play on the right, but it doesn't really matter to me where I play. I only really have one thought in my mind. When I get the ball to feet or in space, it's just to line up the fullback and go past him. So that's definitely one of my main strengths. I mean, we want to see that essentially. He then said in relation to speaking to, what is now his new teammates, I've spoken to obviously Declan Rice, Miles Lewis Skelly, Bakayo, obviously Saka, and he spoke to Timber as well. And they all say amazing things about the club and the culture, how warm it is and how much of a family it is. I'm really happy to be part of the Arsenal family now. I'm very happy, very excited to go to work. I'll go on holiday for a little bit now, but I can't wait to get back and meet all the boys and train. And one thing I like about him, because people say you've gone on holiday, again, the Athletic, obviously, they're in with the club. They're going to try and paint the narrative positively, but he actually wanted to jet off with the boys to Singapore and Hong Kong. Arsenal said, no, you need to rest and recharge. And obviously, he'll have his own pre-season kind of program. So, yeah, big him up for that. I was saying to all my friends walking around here, you don't even want to take the rest. I know I have to for my body and stuff to heal, but when I come back, I'll be raring to go. Fair play. We love that. That's what you want to hear, people. Arsenal are apparently very happy with the fee paid and are adamant that it will be seen as excellent business in a few years' time. Mikel really pushed for the deal, believing he can thrive at Arsenal and does not view him as a backup. Show us something. In relation to Gyokeres, we will get into that, people. Don't worry. Let's move that over there. Let's keep it moving. We will get into Gyokeres as stated, people. Just relax for a second. Smash the like button. Ethan Nwaneri has signed a new 5-year contract at Arsenal, says Sam Dean. You know, it's really accelerated since he's come back from the under-21s duty. We're happy to see this, people. We don't need to read any of this tosh to know how good Nwaneri is. He did make 37 appearances for us, bagging 9 goals. We hope to see him just get minutes anywhere. We hope to see him grow as a 10 or an 8. And we're happy he's committed his future. And you know what? So far, Magalhaes, Nwaneri, Miles Lewis-Skelly, new deals. Hopefully, Bukayo Saka and Saliba follow. We're moving forward with incomings. Hope we get Gyokeres through the door. So, yeah, big up Nwaneri, man. And obviously, Miles Lewis-Skelly, because, you know, you lot are getting paid a lot more and bumped up in terms of the pecking order at Arsenal. Arsenal only want to pay 3 million euros guaranteed in add-ons plus 7 million euros more. Complicated, but Sporting want 10 million euros in add-ons, very easily gettable. Conversations ongoing. There could be a here we go at any moment, says Romano. At this point, everyone's just regurgitating. I can't say that word, the same thing. They're just recycling. CNN Portugal have said it makes sense to point out Luis Suarez, the Almeria forward, and the top Gyokeres replacement target missed training the day after the removal company had gone to Gyokeres' house. Are these coincidences? I don't think there are any coincidences in these things. Do you? So everyone understands what's going on, that we're getting closer and closer to making Gyokeres' transfer official. And now things are starting to align and they have to go like this in tandem. I believe that when Gyokeres is announced as an Arsenal player, a few hours later or the next day, the player Luis Suarez will be traveling to Portugal to do a medical and sign his contract with Sporting, people. Gyokeres is said to be furious with Sporting for stalling his move. He hates them right now. He even had his relatives clear out his house in Portugal yesterday in an attempt to force through his move, people. Again, it could be a here we go at any moment, but this is what we wanted to see on Friday. Apparently, the add-ons or Sporting's desired 10 million euros add-on makeup in this deal would be first sets of games. Well, first 40 games. So first set of 20, second set of 20, 2.5 million, so that'll be 5 million. We qualify for the Champions League, that's another 2.5 million. He plays 20 games in his second season, that's another 2.5 million. People have been tracking flights and things like that. Romano has said his agents have been locked in talks in London for the last 4 days. You know, you would have seen removal companies outside his house. We know about the conversations at this moment. Arsenal could make a move for Nicholas Jackson or Ollie Watkins if they fail to secure a deal for Gyokeres, is being reported. Sources with connections to agents industry have informed courtside Rodrigo looks increasingly likely to leave Real Madrid this summer. Interested clubs are unlikely to go near his 100 million euros asking price, but Arsenal could test the waters with an 80 million euros offer. This is said Arsenal have abandoned the pursuit of Rodrigo, and leaving Real Madrid will not be easy. He loves the club. It's really difficult for him to say goodbye. There'll be more than one conversation with the club to discuss the situation. Real Madrid will let him decide whatever he wants. Real Madrid will not sell him for the cheap. They believe if he is to be sold, it should be for a figure close to 100 million euros, people. So we're going to have to watch that. Anyone seen Alexander Isak has been linked with El Hilal? Bit spooky, that one. Chelsea and Arsenal are among clubs attentive to Xavi Simons' situation. This would probably be an alternative to Eze, much like the Monaco lad Ali Luche, who I'd like. He's prepared to leave Leipzig as revealed since May, and Premier League top clubs are informed. No bids or talks yet. Nothing concrete with Barca so far. We have heard Deco and Xavi Simons have been in talks to get a move back to Barcelona. We all know how difficult Leipzig have proven in negotiations for Sesko. Why would they not do that with Xavi Simons, where they had to spend a significant outlay very recently to Paris Saint-Germain? I don't really want to give too much stock in this. I would have the player. I do think he flatters to deceive and there's more need for consistency. But if he wants to sign for Arsenal, it won't be a no from me. That being said, I want to hear you lot's thoughts. We have heard Fulham want to be reunited with Reece Nelson, who spent last season on loan there. Apparently, Arsenal have received an approach from Fulham to re-sign Nelson. The structure of the deal, which is likely to be a loan, is still to be finalised, but talks are ongoing as all parties try to find a resolution. We would consider suitable offers for Zinchenko, Fabio Vieira, and Albert Sambi Lokonga. Is there anything new, people? It will not be easy for Rodrigo to say goodbye. We've seen that before, people. We're apparently actively monitoring main striker Nelson Viper. Wouldn't mind him as a long-term option with scope to grow in the squad. You got Gyokeres, you got your rotationary striker. I know there's Marino, Havertz, Jesus, and many other options in that regards, people. Arsenal have mistakenly released an image of Christian Mosquera. Do I really think that's a mistake? Really? I don't think that's a mistake. But there you have that. And what do you lot make of this, people? Would you say this is making a statement? Obviously, we have to assume we get Gyokeres through the door, but Norgard has been signed for 11.6 million, Mosquera for 30 million euros, Zubamendi for 70 odd million euros, Madueke for 40 odd million euros, and it could be a deal of 75 million euros if and when Gyokeres is concerned. Is this enough to get us over the line in the Premier League? Should we be moving for the Rodrigos, Diezes, or do we have enough?